members of the congregation. You are now here on a Wednesday with Easy, the tech preacher. Truth to be told.
It's Wednesday, hey, tell me, are you ready? It's Wednesday, hey, tell me, are you ready? It's Wednesday, tell me, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's going easy, yep, tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Yep, the tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Yep, the tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Yep, the tech preacher. All the real wired ones, where you at? 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 All the real wired ones, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Welcome to another episode of Wired Wednesday, the day of the week that we go in.
Yes,
that's what I'm talking about. So we got a special edition. Every Wednesday is a special edition, right?
Yes.
We got the wired ones in the building, and we got a hot topic on the table today. We got Apple against the world. Why is Apple against the world? Well, you know, every time you talk about Samsung, Android, the iPhone people come out and say, hey man, y'all go through all that, but with an iPhone, the shit just work.
Yeah.
Why y'all go through all this stuff? When you got an iPhone, it just works. Why everybody always talk about, well, you know, OnePlus don't have 5G and this phone don't get this and that phone got to be this. You got to do this and you got to do that. And all that. iPhone people say, you know what? You just buy an iPhone 13 Pro Max and you good. So, I mean, I think that's what it'd be about. And I think iPhone fans, you know, they get pissed off because, you know, we talk about Android a lot. Everybody talk about Android a lot. This by Android a lot. And iPhone people say, guess what? I pull out my iPhone. I ain't got to deal with bloatware. I ain't got to deal with not having 5G. I ain't got to deal with, you know, unoptimized apps. And I think that's, when Apple people come to the stage and they talk about it, you can't. Hey, they got some merit behind that. There's a lot of merit behind that. So
yeah, no, there's some merit. There's some merit. I'm just letting. I'm listening.
I mean, but I'm still an Android guy, right? I still love Android. I think Android bring more to the table, especially for us tech enthusiasts, right? For tech enthusiasts, it brings more to the table, more customization. You could do so much on Android. This is why I like Samsung Dex. You got S Pen support. You have, you know, you could make everybody can have a different home screen with icons and all kinds of different things like that on Android versus iOS. But here's the flip side of it. When it comes down to, you know, older generation devices, security patches, you lose support. It's a few things on the Android ecosystem that's bad, right? Fragmentation. Some apps are not optimized. You get, you know, app crashes a lot and stuff like that. Especially if you tinker around with your device and you don't know what you're doing, you could brick the device. Now, Apple people again say, hey, my device is fully optimized. I could just go to AT&T, Verizon, or T-Mobile, or any fly-by-night third-party company, and I could buy an iPhone. And guess what? My iPhone will work.
Correct.
Yes.
So this is why this is the topic tonight. iPhone, Apple, iPhone against the world. Now, when you talk about the Macs, right? I mean, look, I would tell you right now, nothing beating the Macs. Nothing.
Nothing?
I mean, you know, I mean,
but
right.
Can we get into the Max maybe later? But
yeah, we get to
I'm still trying to unpack all the stuff that you said, right? So
right.
So a lot of stuff that you're saying, and of course the casual user, right, the non-techie, is not going to read on the fact that the reason why they can get 5G everywhere, there's no bloatware on their phones when you get it from a carrier, is because they have those carrier relationships. So
yeah,
they went gangsta on the carriers. You know, that's the bottom line, right? And it takes a while for other OEMs to catch up to that. So they have to do things like on their own or wait until they develop that relationship, you know?
Right.
So it's not just the fact that iPhone doesn't have bloatware. It's the fact that they're like, you're not installing anything on our set. You can't put
it's not
Verizon.
like Burger King. You can't have it your way. You
Correct.
Can't just put everything on iPhone.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I have I got all iPhones. I don't use iPhones as my daily driver, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just because I love Android and things that Android does, it's better for me. Right. But I do. It's crazy. Like when I go around family members. So this weekend I was at a wedding, right? And at the wedding, you know, I'm always looking at devices of choice, right? I mean, you got 100, 200 people in this wedding.
So what you're saying? Hold on, before you finish this part.
Yeah.
You judge people based on their devices, don't you?
No, I don't judge people based on it. I just like to browse to see who has what. Yeah. And 99.9% of everybody that was there got iPhones. All of them got iPhones, right? Yeah. I pulled out my Z Fold, I pulled it out, and they didn't even care. And so I say that to say that, you know, not all of them had 13 Pro Maxes. I mean, you had older generation with the, iPhone 8s and iPhone 7s and stuff like that. I've seen the, Touch ID and all that. And all of them, was taking photos and they was loving it. Now, when I was looking at the photos on their phone, it looked like trash, but because they was like, easy to take pictures of us and all this. So I'm getting a iPhone 8 and I'm looking at it like, God, this camera is trash, but they love it. Yeah, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna post this on the gram,"
They say this is gangster.
This is gangster.
Look, I'm just saying, like, don't get me wrong. The people that got older iPhones, they love their cameras. The cameras look great. And, we always talk about cameras, right? We always talk about Gen 1 camera sensors and all that stuff like that, right?
Correct.
But when people taking photos with iPhone 7s and iPhone 8s and absolutely love the quality, and I'm looking at it as a techie, like, it looked like dog shit. Like, and it was low light, right? And it was horrible, but they love it. And they was posting it, and they were doing filters and all kinds of stuff on there. And they was FaceTiming. That we had a second line band come in, right? In New Orleans, we do a tradition where you got Indians and live bands, to get people to get out, right? I mean, all the iPhones was in the air. They was all FaceTiming people and they was going live. And I was like, oh, wow. So I say that to say that even though we are, a lot of, Android fans, as far as techies, right? But when you look around, man, what do you see when you go into the mall, when you go to your parties, when you go to family events, or when you go to school events, right? With the teenagers and stuff like that. I just think that's the device of choice. Now, look, I'm in Louisiana now. Once I get out of Louisiana, you might see. No,
it's probably all and it's by design. Like, to give you an example, I remember just being on a travel team. This is back when I had Windows Phone. So I had one team that just really couldn't afford phones. Right, everybody else was good, but I had one team so they all were on Windows Phone. What did they want? They wanted the iPhone, and the reason why they wanted the iPhone was because on Android and Windows Phone at the time, the Snapchat camera was BS. It was like taking a screenshot. Like it didn't actually process the way it was supposed to, like the iPhone, right? So there's little things like, bloatware they've already negotiated with the carrier.
Yeah.
Pump the brakes on RCS. Tell Google that you're going to work on it yourself that we know you're not going to work on, and we'll let iMessage keep getting that lead. So there's things that are built in that's going to make it attractive to everybody. And then when you come up with a slogan that says, it just works, it just works. So when you have an issue with your iPhone, it can't be the iPhone. So like my wife, when I told her, I'm like, return this iPhone 11. It is absolute garbage. She wouldn't believe it for a year. She was like, these are good pics. I'm like, you're blurry on every photo. It is broken. But in her mind, it just works. She's bought into the whole thing. And that was the reason why she kept that phone for so long.
And what the thing about it is, when you look at, FaceTime, right? iMessage, and The optimized app. Look, don't get me wrong. I be on Instagram, right? I be watching, live stuff on Instagram. It looks better on the iPhone. Every time somebody go live on Instagram, the text, the quality of the video, it looks better on the iPhone. And I mean, look, I pull out the Z Fold 3 and the Galaxy S22 Ultra, and it just doesn't look that great. It just doesn't look that great. I mean, it's watchable, but it's more optimized on an iPhone, and it just looks great. And even when you look at other platforms, it just looks better on Apple versus Android. And look, I just want everybody to know I might be taking Apple's side on this stream tonight because I'm being devil's advocate. But there's no way I use an iPhone as a daily driver.
Yeah, we know that. We know that.
But
so I wanted to address Daniel. He had made a comment that he loves his S22 Ultra, but it can't make it from a 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. job without a charge. My iPhone 13 Pro Max. Yes, the iPhone 13 Pro Max is probably out of the flagships. I'm not talking about gaming phones. Out of the flagships, it's the best that you can get. And you would have to drop down to a Moto, what is it, the G Power or something like that? Like that would be the next phone that, and actually two just released. If you get a Redmi K50, if you get a with a MediaTek processor, or if you get a what's the other one, the Realme Neo 3, that will compete. Right. But that's reality. But having said that, that's what they did now. Apple did a good thing. iPhone 12, absolute hot garbage. It was hot that whole series was terrible. So it's a good thing. And this is where I challenge Samsung, Google, OnePlus, every OEM that's competing in the States. They set the bar. Now you got to come get it. You got that. It's competition. You have to respond because the bottom line. Go ahead, Easy.
No. You go ahead and finish your statement.
No, I'll just finish up statement is this is a real world scenario. This is something like, well, if I get the iPhone, I don't have to charge it during the day. Like I'm just gonna go, I'm good. Till I get home, charge it at night, and I'm good. And
I do want to piggyback off that is that everybody. And look, I don't understand why in 2022. I don't understand why in 2022 we have battery issues. Like, I mean, come on now. I understand why Samsung did it for maybe 1 or 2 generations after the Galaxy Note 7, right? Because they went really low on battery life, right?
Easy.
But now,
when I whipped out the Note 2 on my throwbacks on my channel, that battery in that phone, because Barry asked what milliamperes was in that battery. It was 3,600.
Note 2.
Note 2.
Wow.
Is that crazy?
That's crazy. And
they should be way higher by now.
6,000 milliamp batteries right now, 8,000. And I think what they're doing is they're going lightweight and skinny versus
who cares about that?
Beefy batteries and stuff like that. And I think we should be at the time that we got these hot SoCs in these devices, right? That's pulling, so much.
The bottom should be 5,000 milliamps.
5,000 milliamps, right? But they're going with software optimization versus larger batteries. And that's the problem. The problem is they're going with software optimization versus bigger batteries, and it's not working.
Optimization is shitty.
Well, think about it. Even if you had it optimized really good, if you're playing games or you got your brightness level up high, optimizations ain't gonna help that. You need a bigger battery for that, right? And that's the problem. The problem is that they need a bigger battery. Stop, Samsung. Listen to me. Stop fucking around and put a bigger battery in. And I think that's the problem with going from the Note 20 Ultra, the S21 Ultra, and now the S22 Ultra. You're not seeing no battery increases. You see the same battery performance out of 3 generations.
So
But remember, I think you were talking. Go ahead.
No, I was talking about the comment in the chat. Are we at the standard now where 3 or 4 hours of screen on time is good or great?
Who said this?
Oh, hell no.
He's got 11% of his battery left, and he's 3 hours 45 minutes of screen on time.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I'm talking about Daniel.
Yeah, but Daniel was complaining about the S22, so that might have just been a joke. Yeah, 3 hours is horrible.
Yes.
Yeah, so the Snapdragon Gen 1, I think you're about to say it easy. So its average is like 9.9 watt, or no, 9 watts at it, on average, as opposed to 5 watts on the 13 Pro Max that it's pulling, but it can go up to like 13, I believe, pretty consistently, 13 watts.
I mean, you're playing Genshin,
it's going to ramp it up.
13, I mean,
it has to.
I mean,
Genshin.
yeah, you playing games on your phone, you go get 3 hours of battery life. And I think we at the point where we're supposed to get more than 3 hours of battery life. Come on, man. And so this is where Apple winning, right? With the 13 Pro Max, they didn't fuck around with battery life. They bought the thunder, right? And I think that's the point that we need to consider here. This is what, look, Apple might give you the same design. iOS may never be different. The cameras may give you a yellow tint, but goddamn, they're gonna give you something right. One thing that's gonna be right in this year, well, the 13 Pro Max is battery life. Now they'll put all the power in the world in the goddamn phone, and they can't do a lot. But the stuff that it does do, it does it very well. Like apps are completely optimized for that for iPhones, right? You play around with it, you open it up, it works, it looks good. The configuration is great, the colors are good. It's good optimization on that app. But when it comes down to here's the problem with Android. If an iPhone person is tired of the boring ass iPhone and say, you know what, I want to go to Android to see what all the fuss about. I want to go to Android. And they go there and say, you got so many choices. But where hold
on. So we should be able to help with that, because really in the US they don't have any choices.
Oh yeah.
If they want the same equivalent experience to the iPhone, because let's call it what it is. They're running the same processor all the way down to their cheapie, right?
Yeah.
So they're in mid-range, upper high mid-range to flagship performance. So they should only be looking at the Samsung Ultra, something with an 8th gen processor, right? So that's what they should be comparing it to. Right.
But now we talk about prices, right? Now don't get me wrong, the carriers they do really good, they do have the deals, $150 off here, and you can get it for 1,000 months on payment plans and stuff like that. So I mean, you can get it. You can get a device.
Yeah, you can get a device. You can device.
You can get it, but it's a choice. Like I had people come to me,
rent devices these days, Eric. Nobody buys.
I know, but people come to me and they ask me, okay, if I wanted to leave iOS, right? If I wanted to leave my iPhone, what do I get? And I always refer them to my videos because I want them to watch some shit, right? But at the end of the day, I think about this. If a person want to get the same good experience leaving iPhones, where do they go?
So I always send them Pixel first, unless they have another reason. Like they're like, oh, I was looking at the S Pen or something like that, or I'm intrigued by that fold. Then I'll say, hey, so how tied are you to iOS, right? So we'll have that conversation. But that usually is the easiest entryway. And now, I mean, if Samsung, I'm telling you, if Samsung can get, if they could stop throttling the S22 Plus. That's another, because it doesn't have the pen. I don't know why it's like they're purposely holding that phone back because they want to sell the Ultra, But that would be another place I would send them.
But see, here's the problem with that. Right now, you got Samsung in the news with this, this gaming issues and throttling devices and all this stuff like that. And every time you turn around, now you got OnePlus in the news. AT&T tell them go fuck themselves and all that stuff like that, right? So as that's
you're making a good point. That's not OnePlus. That's AT&T making a decision that, hey, we in bed with Apple. But you know what I'm saying?
But that's the average consumer.
I know average consumer is going to see it and they're going, exactly. I agree.
Yeah, they don't know.
So
they.
Yeah.
That's the point. The point is that yes, us techies, we know the back end stories. We know all the news. We know what's going on with OnePlus and nothing, and all these. But a person that they don't want the hassle. Got to go do research. They don't want to research.
No, they
just
don't want.
listen.
They
want
just want to get
into AT&T, and they want the best phone
and
that they can get.
We can call out Samsung too now, right? Yeah. Samsung stopped the SKUs. There shouldn't be that much. Let's even the S line, keep it down to 2. Like you have your S line, you have your Z line, right? Yeah. There's 2 devices there. Keep it like simple. Maybe lower the at a Verizon or any. You better have, if it's going to be an A line, you better have 2 A line phones. That's it, or maybe 1. So at least they can go, hey, this is what we recommend, like this S series. But if you can't afford it and you want Samsung, here's the A53.
But then you get into the thing of, okay, once you get into a T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, right? They're salespeople.
The salespeople, the salespeople.
They want to sell you some shit. They ain't got no time to talk about, OnePlus. Let me talk about this. No, they want to sell you an iPhone or quick Samsung and get the hell out of here so I can go to the next customer. They ain't got time to give you a history lesson. I think, us YouTubers, we give out a lot of information, right? About, the good, the bad, the ugly on devices. But I think we're in a sticky situation when Apple is winning right now. Well, not with the iPhone SE, but Apple's winning because when I look at, again, when I go to places, and I don't know, my wife be thinking that I'm looking at asses or something. I don't know, but I be looking at what devices they got. Right, because it's as a techie, I'm trying to look at devices and kind of think about, me as a tech enthusiast.
You don't see how you be stroking them phones, Eric?
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I think we just think I be thinking about, okay, we make a lot of videos about different products, right? But at the end of the day, do people just go back to iOS because it just works? Now, I
don't know if it's that. I think it's the pull of iMessage and being in the groups, and you know what I'm saying. I think that's.
I don't think it just works. I think it's just easier to communicate on a grander scale.
Yeah. But let me ask y'all this question, because I got a video in my members only chat, right? And if y'all want to check this out, and one of the things I said in that video, and I give y'all guys a kind of hint of what I talked about, is that I took the Pixel 6, right? And I let people see it, average consumers, family members, and stuff like that. And I asked them about that stuff, and let them hold it in their hand. And 9 out of 10, not 90%, I want to say 95 to 99% of all the people I let use that device, they didn't like it. And not because of it being Android, it's because they didn't like the way it looked. They did not like the way the Pixel 6 looked. They said it's fucking ugly. Wow. And the reason why is because it's not a traditional smartphone. They didn't like the visor going across the top. They didn't like it. It didn't like it. It's just a device when they turn it over. It just, think about it. I mean, again, let's take the techie part about it. A female, right? I mean, does the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro appeal to a female? But not the techie female. I'm talking about the average. I know that I see Gigi head go like this. I'm just saying, if you were to take the Pixel 6, right, and just bring it around.
The only reason I'm gonna say it's not for looks. Budget wise, it does. I've seen it on a reality show that I've been watching recently, in a female's hand. So price wise, and it was the 6. It wasn't the 6 Pro. So that 6 fits a lot of people's budget, especially people who just want a flagship that's going to do what it's supposed to do.
And again, for everybody that's commenting, I'm playing a lot of devil's advocate here today.
I know.
Oh yeah, we get it. No, that's good.
But it did shock me when I saw it on that reality.
That is shocking though. Yeah. But I
know what's gonna happen. But like after the stream go off, and people.
Oh yeah, you're
gonna get lit.
You're Apple fan.
You're Apple.
Your
fan,
iSheet.
boy.
Your iSheet.
eye sheep and
But I
all
do
that.
like playing devil's advocate because you get some opinions that you don't normally get sometimes.
And I'm seeing some comments. Some people say like Photo D say it's ugly, right? And let me put this comment up. And
I
that's
think
the thing.
the Pixel 6 was the most attractive Pixel they made today.
Oh yeah, I love it.
I think it was, but I'm a techie though. I'm a tech enthusiast.
Yeah, I
that's the whole
understand,
thing. But when I showed it to people, man, they're like, "Oh man, I don't know if I can carry this every day."
I think what they embrace is they love the beauty of the notch, and they're like, "Man, I gotta have this ugly ass notch, just fucking up my whole display for me to feel comfortable with."
You know the crazy thing about it, once Apple get rid of the notch, I'm gonna tell you how this
my
gonna
experience.
go. I'm gonna tell you
how
this gonna go. Right when Apple get rid of the notch on this new iPhone 14 that's rumored, right? See how people go absolutely apeshit crazy over this device, right? Once it comes out, it's no more notch.
Yeah.
It's better than Android. I told y'all Apple is king supreme, and
but
this
Eric
yada
BJ
yada
Gray
yada.
might have a point where he says if that female takes a selfie with that Pixel 6 Pro, it might change your opinion.
That's right, BJ. You tell him.
I mean, look, we're gonna open up the phone lines in a little while, and we want to hear from you.
Big
guys,
John has a question.
Okay, what Big John?
My question to y'all.
Where Big John? Way up front. Let's see. Really I don't even see Big John question.
Okay, my question to y'all is okay. You found it.
Do all these phone manufacturers really need all the different phones and models?
Yeah, no, they don't. No,
they don't.
They don't. But you got to remember.
The hell?
That won't be. That won't be.
We just hit the twilight zone.
Right.
I think what happened is, I think what happened was like Samsung, right? Samsung have changed the tiers. All right. So if you want the upper echelon devices, right, the foldables are the way to go.
I agree.
If you want the flagship, the S22 Ultra is the way to go.
Correct.
But
don't we think there's too many mid range?
Oh yeah.
So like what I'm saying is Metro, Cricket, all that stuff. If it's I wouldn't even put A53. Hey, those guys are stuck with less than A53. You have you need to have, when people walk into a Verizon, you have 2 S line phones, you have 2 Z series, and it's like, hey, you can't afford these. We can interest you and hide in the back. Like, we got this A53 and this A73. That way people don't get confused. So
yeah, I mean, look, don't get me wrong. It's I guess the people that I share the Pixel 6 with is iPhone fans.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
So when you show them something like a Pixel 6 and it doesn't have that iPhone appearance, it's ugly to them. And,
you should have what was that one group they put an Apple logo and they're like, hey, this is a new this is and they're like, oh, I love this damn Pixel.
It's fucking awesome. It's a Pixel.
Really?
I never said that.
And I think what Apple does this year, now Apple have learned their lesson that you can't turn out the same device 3 years, the same design, and think you go win people over. So the SE3 turned out to be a failure to Apple because they cut production and all that stuff like that, and they ain't selling like they thought they was.
Well, they're not producing as many as they thought.
It's not a huge success for them, and it shouldn't be a huge success.
They were thinking then? What do you expect this shit to
because
sell?
they can milk it. Think about it. If you got thousands of fucking old shells sitting in the warehouse, and we could get $429 out of people and put some, fake, like we put new hardware in the inside and say this is the best iPhone yet, then they assume that people is gonna buy the shit. But unfortunately, people have woke up and smell of coffee. Right. That's what happened.
Because that design is from what?
The iPhone.
What year is that?
7, 6.
That's like
hey, TJ is like, when are you gonna open up the phone lines?
Oh boy.
TJ said, shut the hell up. Let me call.
Well, I mean, it's always pleasant to open up the phone. I tell you what, I want Sep Dog and and Savage Scientist to come in and do some stuff, man. I mean, they got to finish off what they started last week.
Oh, you mean Horn Dog?
Hey,
and Savage?
Sep Dog knows how to set that party off, man. He knows how to get
Horn
people started.
Boy, don't get Horn Dog started, dog.
Okay, so I got my setup a little different now, and I'm gonna post the phone number here, so I'm gonna be doing some adjustments as y'all guys call in. So we could go on and put the phone line out there. The phone line is gonna be wide open. Look, let's talk about it. Why is iOS going against the world? Why is Apple iPhones is king supreme to some people? Why people won't put it down? Why people would not give up their iPhones?
Basically, you're saying it's iSheeps against the world.
Well, I mean, people call people that love Samsung, what they call them?
Knights.
Knights.
Yeah, Samsung
right. They call them Samsung Knights.
Yeah, you and Juan were called a knight recently.
Yeah, I was called a knight. Yeah.
Hey, look at El Jefe.
Hey, El Jefe. All right, let's go on and do the money dance. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much, sir. And where's that? There we go.
Dance.
That's how I got that heat. Let's go.
Hey, thank you very much for the $10 holla. I really appreciate that. And the phone is ringing. All right, here we go. Yo, you're live. Who's this?
TJ.
All right, TJ.
What up, TJ?
Live. What's going on, buddy?
That's been a long time to talk to, by the way.
Yeah, okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just want to make sure everybody can hear this.
Barely.
Everybody can hear TJ.
What's up, El Jefe?
Hey, what's good?
On that. So, what's your thoughts about this, TJ?
Well, my thoughts about it is year over year, a candy bar phone is a candy bar phone at the end of the day. It's not going to get any better besides probably the screen and the processor inside the phone and the cameras. But other than those three things, it's not going to get any better than that.
Okay. And you know what? I agree with you. You know, it won't get no better than that. It's just a screen. It's a slab phone. They can't change the design too much. I mean, it is what it is. I agree with you. You got your pit bull in the background, huh, bro?
Yeah.
All right.
Pit bull has. I got something to say.
All right. I appreciate you calling in, man.
Thanks, TJ.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. We got more people calling in. Uh-oh, here we go.
Somebody hot as hell.
Uh-oh. Hello. Oh crap. All right, you hung up. Look, make sure you turn down your
turn down. Yeah. Turn down
come in
your
hot. You come
it's
in
like
hot.
when you call into the radio station, you gotta turn down the background.
Yeah. Now you got to also remember there's a delay with the stream. So you may hear something in the background that you have already said or something. So but yeah, the phone line's open. What's your thoughts about it? Like TJ make a good point. He said not phones now is just a slab and the new screen and the same body and little new software, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean he has a point.
I mean, and this is why I think you've seen Samsung and stuff going with rollables, and they're about to release all kinds of different form factors and stuff like that. You know, I mean, I think that's the next wave, right? That's it.
Yeah, I just they're cool to look at. I
don't know about
I don't see the point. And furthermore,
they look cool. They're cool to flex, but man, I don't know.
They might delay like they did with the phone. We waited how long for that damn phone?
Yeah.
And are you really gonna have the ladies' panties dropping when you pull that thing out and it stretches? You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I mean, you know, that's better than having a blue phone.
Yeah, it's better than that. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I think what happened with LG, I think it goes beyond. I think LG did innovation, right? LG did a lot of good things. The problem with LG, you had two problems. Well, 3 problems. Well, multiple problems. LG didn't market themselves. They act like they were scared.
Right.
LG didn't take care of the like wind back now, right? You got to give them the briefcase. Oh, we got a phone call. All right, here we go. Let's see if he's person go come in hot. Yo, you're live. Who is this?
This is Tariq.
This is who?
Tariq.
Tariq, hey, what's up,
Tariq? Long time no hear, Tariq.
I was asking you, can you please unblock me from YouTube?
Can I unblock you from YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened? Why did I block you from YouTube?
Okay. Yeah, why did you get blocked?
All the stuff I actually said, but I'm sorry to say that to you.
Okay. Because usually, okay, so the way I do this, right? Usually when I block people from, and look, just to let everybody know, my block list is hundreds, and I mean I have a lot of people blocked. And the reason why is because I give people the benefit of the doubt, right? I let people talk, I let people say stuff, but I usually block people that either say something that unsavory to somebody else, and like cyberbullying, or you call me out of my name, or
just don't know how to
like
conduct yourself.
Yeah,
general, most of the time.
And I go back. I can go back and look. I can go back. Shoot me a DM or something on social media so I won't forget. And I unblock you. I don't have a problem with that. But that's one of the reasons why I do block people is because people come in there and say, "Oh, you MF, or you don't know what you talk about. You this, that, and other."
Or they address another person like that. We don't allow people in the chat to be disrespected either.
I don't condone cyberbullying. So I will always block people for cyberbullying. So, but yeah, man, this hit me up in the on Twitter and give me your username so I could look for it in my because I ain't gonna remember after the stream. I ain't gonna lie to you and go from there.
So,
but
so just so everybody knows, like there's full transparency.
All right.
And in the chat and the line, right now, I was the one that
very awesome videos. Like I really
appreciate that.
So just so everybody's clear, chat, Tariq, Easy, everybody, I blocked them. So what happened is he called you out your name, and I have zero tolerance. It's done. So it's like
I didn't. Okay, that's
so you didn't block him.
Okay.
No, I blocked him.
Now that he said
I was like, nah, just blink. No, sorry about that. I'm going into a rap. But bottom line is I don't play that. So it's like I'm not gonna let people disrespect creators right in front of my face, and I'm not gonna do anything.
So he came on the live stream.
Yeah, he did it. Yeah. No, he did it, and he was in the chat. And I was like, guess what? You done, son?
Oh, okay. Well, look, I mean,
bury the bouncer. Yes.
Yeah. Anything about it is, and I tell people this. Look, we'll give a second chance to people that I ain't gonna say learn. This ain't class people. All right. So
yeah.
I look at it like this. I got a lot of people that I got blocked, right? I block a lot of people, and I block a lot of people because they come in and they come in and they cuss you out. They, if you don't like the video that we make, that's fine, right? That's fine. I don't have no problem with anybody saying, what, Easy, I disagree with you on everything you say in the video. I'm cool with that. You'll never get blocked for that. But if you come on the video and say, oh, here you go again, talking about Dex. Nobody uses Dex. This is about Dex. Fuck you and Dex. And everybody got to talk about Dex and Samsung Dex. Nobody use Dex. And you an asshole and all this here, blase this. Bruh, you'll get blocked. I'm telling you, you're going to get blocked. Just because I make videos about Dex and I talk about Dex and I use Dex, I like to present my experience to my community. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you don't like Dex, you don't like this, you don't watch the fucking video. That's it. It's all good, player. Like if I make a video about something, or we make a video about something, you don't like that device, you don't like this, you don't like that feature, you don't like that feature. Hey, if you support the content creator, you go watch the video and it be all good. Because it may be 100 videos you like, maybe one video you don't like, but it's all good, player. If you support the channel, you go take a look at it no matter what. But if you go be an asshole about it, then fuck off. Like that's how I look at it, for real. Because at the end of the day, you can always hit one of us in our DMs and say, easy, I didn't like your video, blase this, blase that on the DL. You see what I'm saying? But no, you motherfuckers like to go in the comments.
Well, and even that way, we probably won't give a fuck because we put our time and energy into our
videos. Okay, so real quick, yeah. So you guys won't care, right? So like individually, I'll get pissed when it's you guys. For me, if you want to troll my channel right now, give me as much engagement as possible because it makes the channel grow.
No, I was saying,
but once
DMs.
I know,
if somebody
hit
me my DMs and say they don't like a video, I don't start your own damn.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
But I'd rather that until you instead of you coming. On the video itself
because you
story.
Sometimes you're not always gonna make what you think is what people want to see, right?
Right.
You're still you're still. Yeah, I'm gonna try something different.
So got a call.
Okay.
And that's why it's your channel and not their channel.
Yo, you're live. Private number. What's up?
Easy, what's good, brother? What's up, everybody? This is Jason from the Review Suite.
Oh, what's up, Review Suite?
Hey, Jason.
Chilling. Listen, I ain't got no comments, but I do want to tell everybody that's watching, hit the like button and subscribe.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I appreciate that, sir. That's what I'm talking about, man. Look, that's just showing love, man. I really do appreciate you, man.
Oh, always, fam. Always.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you for calling.
Y'all make sure y'all check out Jason's channel too.
TikTok,
TikTok's
great
channel.
Man, I mean, he got some awesome stuff going on over there. But you know what I mean? Look, don't get me wrong. If you watch our videos and you watch my videos, you see the details that I put in. Listen,
you
sit
put
up
a lot of work
for days, up all night till 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning. Listen, I miss family events because I'm in here editing video to present to my community. I put in work 7 days a week. I don't take time off. I don't take no days off. I work 7 days. For 6 years, I've worked hard to put out videos for my community. And for a clown to come on my channel and have Twitter fingers, it pisses us off.
Barry, somebody asked about your channel as well.
Whose channel?
Yours.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can put that in there.
When you put in a lot of work, look, man, I'm not the type of person that just put out bullshit, man. I take my time, try to do my research. I try to do what I can for my community. See, there's a difference. Listen, I work for the people. I'm not working for assholes, and I don't work for companies. So at the end of the day, when I post a video, it's for my community. If you want to be a part of my community, hey, it's all good, baby. Hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. But if you don't want to be a part of my community, it's all good. It's all love. I ain't tripping. But don't troll me. See, people take
and that's where I draw the line. Yeah. It's like I don't care if you're joking around, all that stuff. Like, but no, it's
and the thing about it, the crazy thing about it, the video I dropped yesterday, right? It's because I work for the people. Now, if you didn't watch the video I dropped yesterday, it was my 5-month review of a tablet that I reviewed on this channel that gave high praise to. All right. I came back 5 months later and I showed the documents that I've communicated with the company about the issues I was having. Right. And some of the comments that I received on the previous video. Listen, I watch and read all the comments on my YouTube channel. If somebody got concerns about the product that I review, I'm gonna do my research, baby. I'm going to the company. I'm gonna do what I got to do. If they don't respond to me and come to find out XYZ have changed and they fucking over the consumer, I'm gonna come back on them. And that's why I made that video. It's no fluff, no passes here. If a company, try to, and I said it, if a company try to, present a pipe dream to me so I can fucking submit it to my consumers, I got a problem with that. And if you watch the video, listen, the only thing that I was missing in that video is a suit and tie and saying Paul Barrows. That's the only thing that I missed in that video. But other than that, I gave the company ample amount of time to respond back to me after I sent them communication. They didn't do it. So that means the company say, fuck me and fuck your community. So I came back and I say, fuck them. And I let my community know what was going on. And that's the whole thing. This is what we do here. We don't let our community this out there, this being out there, this because we trying to, we want you to buy a product. Listen, I don't want nobody to buy nothing. If you want it, buy it. If you don't want it, don't buy it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah, just try to be honest with the people.
We be honest with the people.
Yeah.
And I changed up a little bit. I try to do it in a professional way. I didn't go on the video and say, F them and F that. Don't buy this shit. Don't do this and don't do that. I did it a little more professional way. But yeah. But I do this though. We make long-term videos. Mm-hmm. How devices have aged. And I think those long-term videos is the most important video. Listen, the initial review is hype. Overview is hype.
Mm-hmm.
Long-term reviews is where it's at, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Long-term reviews is always where it's at, because at the end of the day, how did a device age? And that's the most important review, is the long-term review.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody didn't tell anybody about this, y'all should know. Any content creators that's on this platform that don't know, y'all guys need to understand. Long-term reviews is where it's at, right? Y'all have to, get the device, use the device. Now you can use it off and on, because I understand you have to move on to another device or whatever, but you got to, grab that device, say, hey, how has it aged over 2 weeks or 2 months or 6 months or, stuff like that. Look, not everybody can be like me. I don't expect people to have 200 phones. I'm dumb for not selling half the shit that I got, right? I don't expect people to have 200 phones, but I do expect people to have some type of long-term review about a product.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I buy the product based off of, first of all, I'll do my own research before I buy a product, right? But usually a lot of people buy products based off of reviewers.
Yeah, it was funny. I forget which video it was, but I commented and I just saw Art Dog pop up. And I was like, I complimented the reviewer and the phone, and Art Dog said, hey, the only thing I don't really like about this phone, and he's like, go to Reddit, search this one channel, search this one forum, because they might be a budget oriented device, but it's like 6 months later they don't power on.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, you don't get that. Well, you don't have a long-term review. So I was like, I haven't heard anyone mention it yet. And then someone else chimed in and said, yeah, make sure you go. I was like, okay, I'll check it out.
Well, and listen, man, and I say this, and I continue to say this, and I would say this, and people get pissed off when I say this, especially content creators say this. I always tell my viewers, know the content creator that you're watching, know their history, know if they fluffed on the device, know that they bullshit you around. You got to know the content creator who you watching and you giving fake to. You know what I'm saying? And look, content creators don't like when I say that, because they be thinking I'm talking about them. Hey, if the shoe fit, fucking wear it. I'll put it like that. Listen, man, I tell my viewers, you got to know who the content creator you watch. If they're truthful to the game and they don't fuck over their viewers, that's the whole thing. If you true to the game and don't fuck over your viewers, listen, what I'm saying is the truth, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What I'm saying is the truth. If you that type of guy that be truthful to your community,
I'm that type of guy.
Then you good. But if you feel insecure about what I'm saying, then you the guy that got to look in the mirror and say, hey, I'm in it for the views and money. Fuck my community. Well, tell your community that. Tell your people that you only here for the views and the fucking money. Tell them. Fuck, if they still follow you,
my shit so I can get paid.
Tell them. Tell them.
Fuck. Tell them.
Eric is on a fuck everybody mission today.
Right.
Fuck the world. He talking about Apple against the world. No, it's Eric against the world tonight, yeah.
Right, Eric against the world.
That is too funny.
Yeah, photo D caught that LL too.
Yeah, I know. I caught it. I knew it.
Yeah,
but
all right, the phone line's wide open, y'all. And y'all want to come in. I've been in the game a long
time. I like
time.
that though, Eric. You being completely honest. Like,
oh yeah,
I didn't start YouTube for money. I monetize, but I have fun doing videos.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, look. When I take my YouTube money, you know what I do? I go buy new mics like this mic right here. I buy up my game, my equipment, because I want to make better videos for my community.
Channel like
I put it.
I would say everybody up here does.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't make YouTube money, but I spend money on extravagant things.
Yeah, but you
Hey,
still like you put it back into your art,
you
right?
level up.
You buy
100%.
lenses, you buy
Yeah,
cameras.
yeah. You
Level
know,
up,
you know what I'm
level
saying?
up,
I'm
level up.
I'm downgrading again.
And
Yeah.
you
And
know
look, man,
what?
they have people
And you
that
don't say,
and
fuck
look,
y'all, watch my videos, I get
they
paid.
have a lot of content creators out there that live off of YouTube, right? This is their source of income, and so they have to do
Yeah, they
certain
have to.
things.
Yeah,
They
yeah, they
have, and
have to.
listen, I
Yeah.
don't have no problem with that. If this is your money. Oh, somebody calling it. Let's see. All right.
Somebody asked
You're
what you
live.
drinking tonight, Eric.
I'm on that crown, baby. Who is this?
On that crowd, baby.
Yo, you what's up, bro?
What's up? Um, all these big tech creators, besides you and the people you associate with,
Oh, we
I
will.
have noticed in the last 10 years of me watching tech related stuff, a lot of these bigger YouTubers have legit fallen off the, the YouTube earth. What I mean by that is they barely even post or let alone post at all. And when they
Right.
post, it's a sponsored video.
Now hold up. So let me say this, right? Uh Sponsored videos is not bad, right? I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, you want to make money, right? But if I do a sponsored video, I make sure that I communicate with the sponsor itself to let them know that I'm truthful to the game, baby. I'm gonna be truthful to the game. I'm truthful to the product that I'm reviewing. That if you don't understand, if you want me to say X, Y, and Z, this, that, and the other, then I can't take the sponsorship. I'm not gonna let nobody tell me what to say. I will say what the product is about. Now you could give me, information about the product, and I do research. And when I review the product, I will make sure that I will look into that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as so it's a different now. Listen, it's a difference uh when big content creators take sponsored not all sponsored videos are hack jobs. Not
Yeah.
again, you have to know the history of the YouTuber. Listen, it goes back to what I said earlier. You have to know the history of the content creator before you make allegations. Like I can't say XYZ is a fake YouTuber unless I know the history. I can't go off of watching a sponsored video and say, hey,
Yeah,
this
he's fake.
YouTuber is fake because he's
Yeah.
being sponsored. I mean, look, man, at the end of the day, you want to get sponsors because the sponsors are, that for your hard work, you want to get paid for something, you know what I'm saying? But
No, that how you just explained it.
Yes, sir.
That's true, but the other side of it is not the bigger YouTubers for the last I say 5 years. They will post a sponsored video and then go dark for the next 2 years, and then come back again, and all of a sudden, oh, sponsored video. And I understand they have to get paid. That's understandable.
Good.
So okay,
I'm not tripping.
let me say this. Now I never follow a big YouTube that go dark for 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't know no big YouTube that got 1 million, 2-3 million subscribers that all of a sudden will post a sponsored video and then go dark for 2 years.
Yeah.
Or 8 months.
I
8 months.
listen. You might have a big content creator. So I'm gonna put it like this, and I'm gonna say this: Mr. Beast, right? Mr. Beast.
Yeah, he's active still.
He might have not posted a video in like 6 weeks because he's working on like $1 million project.
Yeah,
That,
huge.
right? So a huge project, right? That might take 6 months, a year to make.
Mhm.
But when he come out,
Yeah, he's getting like coordinating with law enforcement,
You might well merge
military.
Yeah,
and money behind it.
Yeah, and look, I'm just saying Mr. Beast as an example. of a person that has to put a lot of time, effort, and money and staff involved to make a video. Sometimes it takes weeks and months to make one video. Not saying that they're going dark. It's just that
it takes a long time. They're putting production.
Put a video out. Because you got to remember, these guys got staff. You know,
they got people behind them.
Yeah,
basically.
Correct. Yeah.
But yeah, man, the phone is ringing off the hook, man. I really appreciate you calling back, man. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah, anytime.
All right. So I don't want people to get the wrong assumption about just because it's a sponsored video, it's fake.
That's okay.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily.
We don't want to see that here. We want to say
because there's a lot of companies that will allow you to be you in a video.
Yes.
I always ask when people want to send me stuff, what's your stipulations for you sending me what you send me? Because if I'm not going to be allowed to be honest about it, I don't want it.
And also, I want y'all guys to understand something too. I want to have 1 million subs. I want to have a lot of sponsors. I want to have 10 million subs. I mean, we all want to be at that level one day, right?
Yeah.
But one thing about us and one thing about me, I would never change who I am, player. That's the whole difference.
Yeah.
The difference with me is where you see today, if I had 1 million subs or 2 million subs, easy go be the tech preacher, baby. No matter what. I ain't gonna never change who I am, but we all want to get to that point one day. That's the battle. We all want to get to that point one day.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to. I'm just trying to get to 100,000 subs. Shit, I can't even get there.
You are speaking to a panel of what none of us have. Like, shoot, we all with them, sir. What are you talking about?
I'm tiny.
Yeah, I'm tiny. Tiny.
They Google send me the Pixel 6? No, I bought the Pixel 6. I wish they did would have sent me the Pixel 6.
They sent me the 6 Pro.
Hey.
But it didn't change my opinion on it.
So the phone lines is open. I see that people do have some great opinions and stuff like that. Look, we want to clarify some stuff. Call in. Apple against the world. I mean, that's the subject tonight, but we could talk about, whatever. It's no big deal. But look, the phone lines is for the viewers. It's for you guys. Y'all guys get to voice your opinion about what you think. But we want to clarify some things because we see this on Twitter a lot. We see people say stuff like, you can't follow a YouTuber if they get sponsored. I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
Too.
All right, here we go. Well, all right. We got super chat. Enjoy your videos. They are very smart and thoughtful. Yeah, I do my best when I'm not drunk. Thank you very much for the
Eric,
$2.
before you continue, you also had another one that you missed when you was
you,
schooling everybody. You had somebody Dwayne. There you go.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
Straight up, no fluff. Every day, yes. Look, keep doing what you do. Look, and so I'm gonna answer this question because it's a flip side to everything. The good part about me being me is that you got a lot of people that want you to be the corporate part, right? So I get people that hit me up all the time about these streams, tell me that I'm too raw, I curse too much, I need to tone it down. You're missing opportunities, right? So that's a flip side to being real, right? Being real is you give up a lot because nobody don't want to fuck with you if you ain't gonna call it, the way they want you to call it. But the difference with me is that I own businesses and I do what I want. And I'm not going to let nobody tell me what to say or do on my YouTube channel. And so I don't play into those games like that. Oh, we got somebody calling in, but I just want to answer that. I'm going to keep it real no matter what. Yo, you're live.
Hey, what's up? This is Lon Denard.
Oh, what's up, buddy? What's up, Lon? I'm glad you called in, buddy. I mean, look, man. I mean, you know, you've been in our airways for a minute. You saying stuff. What's your thoughts about all this?
Well, you might have covered this before because I was working and I might have missed it.
Yes, sir.
But I'm curious, as you know, the title of the stream is Apple Against the World. But you know, Apple's coming out with under-screen camera on the next iPhone. That's the rumor anyway, and Samsung's going to make it. You know, so much of the iPhone is made by Samsung. I'm starting to wonder if it's really Samsung and Apple against each other. They're working together to dominate.
Of course they are. I mean, think about these $2 billion and $1 trillion companies. Of course they are. Think about it. Samsung manufacture parts for Apple. So, of course, they got to talk. And look, at the end of the day, if you look at how let the smoke clears, they all got one objective, to get money from you. That's the bottom line. Listen, both of
that's my bottom line.
Listen, that's right. The bottom line is both of these companies got one objective, is to sell you a product.
Yeah.
That's the objective. As a business company, there's $1 billion and $1 trillion of assets, that profits and all this other stuff like that. Their job is to sell you something. Now, how they sell it to you is the marketing and the bullshit behind it, whether or not it's Samsung or Apple, because both of them go sell you bullshit. But it's up to you if you want to accept the bullshit. If you accept the bullshit, then there you go. Now you got a phone in your hand. That's bullshit. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
Bullshit.
Well, yeah.
I think
and you can be happy too, though. So I mean,
absolutely, you could be happy. You could be happy with the bullshit that you got in your hand. Yes, sir. Yep. But you know what, man? I'm gonna tell you something. I look at it like this: us as tech reviewers and content creators, our jobs is to give out the information to the consumer. And this is what we do. So we talk about Apple, we talk about Samsung, we talk about everything. And what we do is we try to give out that information. Don't get me wrong. Everybody has a bias towards what they like.
Oh, absolutely.
I love Dex, right? Dex is king supreme to me.
What? You like Dex?
Yes.
No.
And so I talk about Dex a lot because it's a feature that I use a lot, and I love it because it's one of the things that I keep going back to because it works. The shit is awesome. Right. But they got people that don't like Dex, and people say, you know what, easy. I could get a Chromebook to do better than this. I get a computer. But see, the point of Dex is not buying the Chromebook. It's not buying the computer.
You play with Dex, sir?
I played with Dex.
It's
you like
a
playing
computer
with
in your pocket.
Stop it, man.
It works. But I mean,
yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, a lot of people are lying to themselves. You know, they go out and buy laptops, they go out and buy whatever. And I'm one of them. You know what I mean? And then you spend all your time on that,
like a good solid deck in
high tech computer, surfing the internet and checking your Facebook and answering emails. Like you couldn't do that on Dex.
Bring me to Dex.
Absolutely. And you know what?
Dex.
I think about when people say they don't like Dex. My question to them is,
I love Dex.
What do Dex don't do? That's the head. That's the thing. What does Dex not do? And I can tell you that Dex can do that. And I've made videos.
Can you I go deaf?
You know,
can you I go
cloud computing, right? When you talk about Dex, you can do cloud computing that you can run Windows 10, Windows 11 online. You can run exe programs. You could do a whole lot of things on Dex that a Chrome. Listen, it's faster than the Chromebook.
Don't do.
And it's in between the Chromebook and the real PC. That's what I like about Dex, and it fits in my pocket.
God damn it! Yeah, there's a lot of features like that. Like me and Doodle was going back and forth in your chat. There's a lot of features that quite frankly, all electronic devices have that people don't even know about because the manufacturer doesn't push them. Most content creators don't push them, or not necessarily push them, don't even bring them up.
Yeah,
they just skim over the product, and you never hear about the product again. Yeah, you know what I mean? They do a review, and you never hear them speak on that product ever again.
Yep,
that's it for
man. I appreciate you calling in, man. I really do.
Yeah. No problem, man. You have a good night.
All right.
All I got to say is, what do Dex don't do?
Right. What that Dex don't do? What that Dex don't do? What that Dex don't do? That's the thing. What the decks don't do. A lot of people say they don't like decks. And I say, well, what decks don't do? What that decks don't do.
What that decks don't do, baby.
What that decks don't do. Ladies, what that decks don't do.
I got a big
and I can tell you what that decks do. Show you right, baby.
What do
that
decks do?
That decks can do it all, baby. That
Do
decks
right?
can do it.
Let me whip out my decks on your ass.
Let me pull out this decks, baby, and I'm gonna show you what decks can do.
I got 12 inches of decks.
I got decks. Decks runs fast and fluid.
12.4 inches.
Goes in and out. Good.
On my tablet. Yeah.
All right. Oh man. The phone lines is wide open. Look, every time I get a phone call, I got 3-4 people call in at the same
look
time.
who made it to the chat.
Yeah.
D-Man.
What's up?
Vince Ryder.
Y'all crazy. See, y'all take one word and y'all just bring it to the next level. We here for it though. We here for it though.
What do you say? Let me dex it down.
I mean, look. Where's Savage Scientist and where is it?
Sepdog.
And Sepdog all damn day.
Well, you know,
I think he's tired. I think he's tired today.
I think he's tired. You know, he messing around with the gold medals right now. So
okay.
I think
because we need a continuation from last week. Now they went off and Sepdog stuck his tail between his legs and gave in.
Whoa!
And he let Savage Scientist roll him over like a Mack truck.
Oh, I thought about saying like something else. I'm about to say, sir.
Roll him over like a joint. He rolled him like a joint. He rolled him like a joint and smoked him. Okay, so let's get back on topic here.
I want to dex you up. Hey, I see you, T-Hop.
Yep,
I want to dex you up.
So phone lines is wide open. We want to get your opinion on
about decks.
what y'all guys think about Apple against the world here. I don't know. Oh, there go my ringtone. Why my ringtone wasn't on? Okay.
So do you think? So since you're playing devil's advocate, you think this is iPhone 14 is going to shut the world down?
So I think the marketing. I think Apple's going to push. Oh my God, the marketing on the iPhone 14 with the rumored 48 megapixel camera with no pixel bending and all that stuff. I think this shit gonna be huge. All right, here we go. Let's see.
Huge.
Yo, you're live. Hello. Oh well, you call in and you hung up. All right. Call back. So I think the iPhone 14 without the notch is going to be huge. I think people go run with it. I think with the fault we hear in the room about a 48 megapixel camera. They say possibly no pixel bending. So I don't know how they gonna do that, but that's gonna be fun. I think the iPhone 14 Pro Max is gonna bring some pro features that a lot of people go like. Well, I don't know about all that, but you know. I think Apple is going to, because here's the thing. The Galaxy S22 Ultra is the star of the show right now. Right. Yep. And Apple don't like that, man. Obviously, they sit at the round table and say, you know what? I'm going to fuck over you in the beginning of the year. Then you fuck over me at the end of the year. And then I'm going to come back with the Galaxy S23 Ultra. Then I'm going to fuck back over you again.
So basically, we fucking each other.
Yeah.
Pause.
Lord.
No, let's not. Let's change perspective, please.
Well, okay. I mean T-Hop, they got to do that because they know, like
I'm sorry.
As much as I like the S22 Ultra, I like the IQ 9 Pro more.
Stop it.
And I wouldn't be able to put it on AT&T and get 5G. You know.
Well,
so.
if you, all right, here we go. We got somebody calling in. Yo, you're live. Who is this?
Easy. How you doing, man? It's Maurice from Chicago. How you doing?
Oh, what's up with you? What's happening?
Morty?
What's happening? What's your thoughts about
man.
all this, man?
Well, I just want to say, as a AT&T employee for 10 years, I can't get an iPhone user to buy a Samsung to save my life.
Of course you can.
And I think the reason is that, iPhone users are afraid of change. I mean, they'll come into the store, they'll play with my Z Flip, the Z Fold 3, the Ultra. And at the end of the transaction, they stick with the iPhone.
Right.
Now, I mostly sell phones to people that already have Samsung. But as far as iPhone users trying to get them to switch, can't make it happen.
Can't make it happen.
Can't make it happen. I think the reason is that, they're just afraid of change.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's my input on it. I've been a Samsung user for years. And, I just, we call the Apple side the dark side.
Oh yeah,
that's what we call it. AT&T, but we can't get people to switch over. It's crazy.
So I used to work for AT&T also, and look, I can agree with you on this, but let's talk a little bit about AT&T while we on it. You don't have to say much if you don't want to, but
no, it's cool.
All right, so I used to work for AT&T. I used to be on the tech inside. We used to do the installation and stuff for Pooverse and internet stuff like that, right? That was it.
Right.
I was in them AT&T trucks putting lines on the poles and shit like that, right?
Okay.
And I always noticed that AT&T, but obviously AT&T is a huge Apple fan. It's because we all had iPhones, right? I mean, everybody that worked for AT&T had iPhones. That was our work phone of choice.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the deal with AT&T changing perspective about overseas devices by whitelisting them, and now we got the OnePlus 10 Pro that's not going to get no 5G support on AT&T. What's going on there, man? You got some insight?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's just Samsung and Apple. That's much
all
what
it is. They don't give a fuck about nobody else.
Yeah, they don't care about the other phones, Motorola, none of those. All that's in my store. It's pretty much Samsungs and Apples. That's it.
Because I remember when I went into AT&T store, they had the LG phones way in the back, you could LG phones were way in the toilet section.
Right. As a matter of fact, like in my store right now, we have 1,000 iPhones, maybe 2 or 3 Ultras, or one Plus, or one S22. Hey. So pretty much, Apple is pretty much what everybody wants, and that's what they push.
Yeah.
We even have incentives,
right?
I was about to say that. Yep. Right, and they give us money for selling them, but it's just hard to sell them because people don't want them. They gotta have that FaceTime. They gotta have that iMessage.
And it's easy to sell. Look, think about it. If you go to work, right, and you say, okay, I got an incentive to sell 10 iPhones to make this bonus. Selling 10 iPhones ain't nothing, player.
No.
10 people walk in the door. I can sell an iPhone, but I can't. Right. I can't sell this Motorola, and I can't sell this. I can't sell this this LG phone. How I'm gonna sell this LG Wing? How the fuck I'm gonna sell an LG Wing?
Exactly. And Apple don't even have incentives on their products. It's just Samsung. Apple don't care about. They know what's going to sell. But as far as Samsung, they'll put incentives out, but we can't sell them. People don't like them. The new Ultra is a Note 20. That's all everybody comes in the store and say, oh, that's just a Note 20. I don't want that. So they just look at it as it's the same phone, as a Note 20. So they're not even trying to look at that Ultra.
Man.
Yeah. So I do my best to push them though. It's Team Samsung here.
Yeah. Look, I pull out the S Pen, man, and I went to Best Buy, man, and I always go to the mobile department to fuck with their people, right? And why they trying to sell the iPhone, I pull out the S Pen, and that S Pen make that noise, man, and I say, "Who's your daddy, baby? Who is your daddy?"
Right, you got that lightsaber sound on there, right? Right. Yeah,
and like
I put it on mine too.
For sure. that still don't work. Well, Apple go come out with a pen. Boy, if Apple come out with a pen, that's gonna be game over, man.
Right. Well, I hope they don't.
I hope they don't need it. That's why when people talk about they can't, they waiting on Apple to come out with a foldable. You do not want Apple to come out with a foldable, because that does is Apple will come out with a foldable at $3,000, and everybody else go sell a foldable for $3,000, and the price go sky high, and it's a nightmare waiting to happen.
I mean, it's so bad, easy. Even the fraudsters come in and don't even want Samsung. They go for the iPhones because that's how they make the most money. So even the fraudsters come in and they like, I don't want no Android. I don't want no Ultras. I need Pro Max.
You can't sell a shit.
They can't sell them. They're not giving no money for them.
Wow.
So it's just iPhone is just that's what everybody wants.
Yeah. Wow. Yep. That's the way it is, man. That's what I see out there in public all the time. iPhone, iOS devices. I mean, look, family members got it, friends got it, kids got it, teenagers got them. They're all over the goddamn place, man.
Right.
And
everybody got them.
And you take you take their phone away from a teenager. That's like stabbing them in the heart, man. Oh my God. You take man. They'll cause a temper tantrum and fall on the floor and hit their head on the concrete and everything else if you take the iPhone from them.
Right. I mean, AT&T doesn't even have any Samsung tablets in the store. It's just the iPad Airs and
what?
No Samsung tablets are in none of the stores.
Damn.
No Samsung tablets. It's all about Apple. They want you to sell the iPad Pro and all those. So it's crazy.
Well, yeah,
that is
whatever it takes to make money, man.
Right.
And the company about making money. That's what they do.
Right, exactly. So I'm going to keep pushing them, man. Team Samsung.
For sure. Thank you for calling in, man. I really appreciate you.
Okay, have a good night.
All right.
Savage is in the building.
Yeah, see, there it is, man. And I've been hearing that from a lot of like retail outlets, right? They all talk about that. They would love to push Samsung. They would love to push LG and Motorola, but they can't. The customer come in, all they want is an iPhone. That's it. Man, numbers don't lie.
When I was recently at Verizon, as I told you guys, like when the Pixel came out, there was a girl that worked there, and she said she puts every person that does Samsung, she puts them in Pixels because it's cheaper and all that stuff. But when I went back 2 months later, I asked one of the guys, I was like, "Hey, so how's everything going right now?" And because I said Ultra is about to come out, and they're like, "Yeah, we're only good. We'll only sell the Ultra. We don't really sell any baseline S22." They said 70% of their business is iPhone. And then you have people and he said they're real technical that come in, like, give me the Ultra. They don't even want to look at the regular S line. They're like, so
I mean, so what's how could that be changed? Like, why is the carriers pushing iPhone? I understand that,
they even said that they're good. This guy was. I know it started with them pushing it, but this guy's like, hey, that's what the customer comes in looking for is iPhone.
I don't, and you know what? It's so strange, man. It is strange. I mean, think about it. AT&T is not even selling no Samsung tablets. I mean, none. All the iPad Pros, that's it. iPad Airs, iPad Pros, that's all they're selling. Now on the website they might have it, but in store, oh no, you ain't getting no Samsung tablet. And to me, with DeX, the Samsung tablets is
they're good. They're good right now.
Oh my God, the Tab S8, I wouldn't even buy a computer if I had the Tab S8. I mean, what for? Why buy a computer at that point? Ain't no computer. You don't need a computer if you got a Tab S8. But Samsung,
maybe.
Well, it depends on what you're doing. Now, if
you're doing, it depends on what you're doing.
Coding and
coding,
stuff like. Here we go.
Hardcore games. Yeah, you're gonna need a damn laptop or PC.
Hold on. Yo, you live? Who is this?
What's going on, man? This is Devin calling from Dallas, Texas.
Oh yeah, Dallas, Texas. What's up with you, Devin? What's happening?
What's going on? How y'all doing this evening?
Oh, we doing good, man. We trying to get your thoughts on this, man. Open forum, man. What you got to say?
Man, I was just listening to the last caller, the AT&T employee, and that reminds me of when I go to my local T-Mobile store and I mess around with the employees, and I be looking at the Pixels and the OnePluses, and they be like, "Nah, we don't sell those." Man,
that sucks.
I want to ask y'all, if Apple drop a foldable, do you think that'll change the way people view content on YouTube? Because, bro, if you ain't talking about that foldable, Apple or anything Apple related, ain't nobody gonna want to hear it. Do you think that'll change the way people look at YouTube? Just like the average person?
Well, I think this is what I'm thinking, right? I think that when Apple drop a foldable, I think it's going to change the landscape of foldables.
Absolutely.
Because when Apple does it, everybody else follows. Even though Samsung will be on their 6th generation, 7th generation phone. Look, Apple ain't coming out with nothing until maybe 2025, right? So Samsung gonna be on like their 6th generation foldable, and everybody gonna be dropping foldables, right, from different companies and all that stuff like that. But when Apple does it, they gonna walk across the stage with their nuts hanging, and
That's like
say, "We invented this shit."
the button. That's like pushing the button. Like if anything, Apple starts see their sales declining, their pressure start building up too much. That's just pressing the button. They just say, "Okay, go ahead and drop it." So then it's game over.
So
Agree. I agree with Mims with this one. You see his comment?
Let's see, if you want the Windows 7 experience, but see, here's the thing.
No, he said it won't change how they view content. It's gonna make foldables mainstream.
So I look at it like this. I look at that if Apple drop a foldable, it will change mainstream because it's going to be on the news. It's going to be on CNN, CNBC. They all go talk about it. CNET, everybody go talk about it because Apple did it. Now they're not going to mention that Apple gonna be late to the game because Samsung been having foldable phones for years. But when Apple does it, it changes a lot of things. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I'm focused on price. And the reason why you got Samsung dropping prices on like the Z Flip and the Fold and stuff like that, I'm gonna tell you, there's no way that Apple will drop a foldable phone for under $2,000. No way.
Right.
No way. And that changes a lot because,
and especially by 2025, though, a lot of phones are gonna be more expensive by then.
Yeah.
They're not gonna stay what they are now.
Right. And just like when Apple got rid of the headphone jack, here goes Samsung. You got rid of the power brick, here goes Samsung. You got, different things that Apple does, here goes Samsung. So I look at how when Apple bought the notch, what happened? Everybody put a fucking notch on the phone.
When Apple made phones $1,000, what did everybody else do?
Yeah, right. With Apple, the iPhones was $1,000. Everybody else went to $1,000. So I look at how Apple will change the landscape on a lot of things, and I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not rushing Apple to drop a foldable because I already know what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, Samsung don't even put chargers in their budget phones.
Right? Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. They got to put power bricks in.
You got to buy a OnePlus 10 Pro to get you. Power
so
brick.
we got issues, man, and I know a lot of people want a Apple foldable, and I'm telling you, man.
I don't think so, Kendall. I think what they're doing is they're waiting until they perfect it.
Be careful what you wish for.
We'll be careful for you because Apple go believe that they invented.
Yeah, they're gonna drop it like they dropped the.
It did.
Well,
best one ever.
Yeah, the people go believe that, but
that's what the masses gonna believe. I mean, the average person where I live at, like I said, I'm in Dallas, Texas, man. The average person, I have an iPhone now. I have an iPhone now. I usually switch year to year. And when I had that Note 20 Ultra, man, they was looking at me like, "What is that?" Like, you don't have a phone unless you have an iPhone. It's about 70% of the people I come in contact with.
Damn.
You don't even have a phone. Like, what is that?
Damn. Yeah, that's how Apple dominate, man. And I mean, look, don't get me wrong, it's a good phone, right? But I believe that you could get more with Android. But I mean, I mean, at the end of the day, people go where the hype this at. It's a status symbol. It's a hype thing, man. I mean, they say, well, why would you roll around? You supposed to be a boss. Why you got a Pixel 6 in your pocket? You supposed to be a boss.
What's and that person have an iPhone 11.
Yeah.
Right.
A regular iPhone 11 talking about what is that?
Right. And that's crazy because
shit.
It's all about those 3 cameras on the back. It's 3 cameras on the back. Like you ain't boss unless you got the 3 cameras sitting on the back.
Them cameras. It's all about them cameras.
Did you know that Dallas is located on the 33rd
I appreciate you calling in, man.
Hey, shout out to the Dallas Mavericks, dog.
All right.
Shout out to the Dallas Mavericks, my nigga.
That's what I'm talking about. See, we get down to the nitty gritty.
To the East.
It's kind of frustrating, man, to hear how if you don't have an iPhone, you don't have a phone.
You're a peasant. I'm a peasant. I don't.
I'm kind of curious about that photo, D, because I'm curious in how well LumaFusion is going to do on Samsung.
I know.
I think it's going to be like other apps that start on Apple
we go.
and come to.
But GG, just don't get hoodwinked.
Yo, you live.
The wrong thing, you know.
What's popping again?
Who is this?
TJ.
Hey, well, TJ.
What's up, TJ? I see you got my phone number on lock, Playboy. What's up?
Yep.
Y'all speed there. Big speed.
Yes, sir.
What I gotta say about the project phone.
Uh-huh.
When Apple drops theirs, I bet you anything, $2,500.
Well, I think the price will be
Or
high.
more.
I think the price will be high. You know.
The only reason why I say that is because for the last decade or more, Apple has had certain stuff unlocked with your phones. iMessage, that's one. The cameras, that's another. Their processor, that's another. And their fan base.
Right.
With Android, it's all over the place. People, for the Android side, people are jumping from phone to phone year over year.
So how we fix that though?
How we fix that is get the regular consumer to venture out from their.
But that's hard to venture out when things cost $1,000. That's a hard venture to spend $1,000 on the device to leave something that works. Leave something that works to something that, you know, that's a hard. That's hard.
Check White Wednesday. Check White Wednesday.
Because we have what we call the phone carriers.
Yep.
They're gonna give
Sean.
the consumer
Hey, what up, man?
30 months or however much months it takes for that consumer.
I've been looking for you, Sean.
Pay that phone off.
Yep. But look, man, the phone ringing off the hook, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna let you go, man. And phone ringing off. We only got 30 more minutes left in the stream, so we gotta get more callers. And I really appreciate
call in, people.
Yep. Thank you, man. All right, look. So yeah, you know, I mean, third time calling in. He had some good thoughts, you know. But they got a lot of people. They do got a lot of people trying to call in. We're trying to get some thoughts, but his thoughts is great because if you look at, you know, he's saying that
it's an Apple stream, Sean. Don't be talking about what happened. And where were you at yesterday?
Yeah, where were you at, motherfucker?
I mean, I think Apple has it right because they have people programmed to, you know, what they do. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here.
Better not.
Yo, you're live.
Yo, God, hello.
You stupid as hell.
What's going on, man?
God, you know, I'm just hanging out here. So with these Apple phones, can I munch more acids?
Sure you can.
Oh God, I love munching acids. Okay, I'm gonna go now.
All right, goodbye.
Fucking weirdos calling all the time. What the hell?
Yo, you're live. Who's this?
What up, my people? This Photo D.
Whoa,
Photo D in the building.
Yeah, good.
Not much, brother. Hey man, look here.
Yeah.
The phone game is like the shoe game, man.
Okay.
You it's like Nike.
Mhm.
Apple is Nike. You know what I'm saying?
Apple is Nike?
Hey.
What Apple
is? See, you listening to the delay. That's what you're listening to.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Turn your stream down. Turn your stream down.
Turn your stream down. Turn your stream down. You got to listen.
I got you. Yeah, so look here, man. Apple is like Nike.
Uh-huh.
You know, Nike always gonna be on top of the food chain.
Mm-hmm.
You got Samsung like Adidas. You know, it's a hit and miss. It's a hit and miss with Adidas.
Okay.
It's like whoever signed to Adidas. Like, you know, when Kanye was with Adidas, or
I
I
was
don't
gonna say
even know. He might still be with
these
Adidas.
can only apply to
You
in the
know,
U.S.
it's
These
it's
rules.
like it's like
Basketball shoes. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
it's like oh, it's a delay, huh?
Oh yeah, see you gotta listen
Yeah,
to your
you can't
phone.
watch the stream and talk at
Don't
the
watch the
same time.
stream. Don't watch the stream. Don't watch the
Yeah,
stream.
I got you.
So look, let me ask you a question.
So, yeah.
So when you're saying that Apple is Nike, so you're saying that a Nike tennis shoe is just kind of like it's plain Jane. There's nothing special about it. Well, I mean, it's special, but
I don't think he's coming from that perspective. I know what you're
No,
saying.
he's talking about something
He
they
sound
just
like
do it.
Nike is the top, and that's what
top.
Apple is.
Yeah.
Project,
They're at the top of the food chain.
And you coming in like it's plain Jane.
Right.
Where my Tim's at?
You
That's
see,
what
they got,
guess.
they got Michael.
What
They got
about
Michael
J's? I
Jordan.
guess
They
Walmart
got
some
the
J's.
Jordans.
Right.
The
So I
Jordans,
guess
the
LG
Jordans
is
gonna sell
Reebok.
regardless of what.
Mm-hmm.
The retro.
So the Pixels are Jordan.
And all this
Pixels
kind
are
of
Jordan.
shit. So that's how
What
Nike
about Xiaomi?
or Apple is to the game.
Okay.
It's just it's gonna be around. Even though Adidas
And
might
blue
have a
is
good
one of
product,
those.
Mm-hmm.
Blue
people
is
ain't
pro
gonna look
wings.
at it.
Blue's
Like
pro
that.
wings. Blue's pro wings.
That's
Pro
like I
wings.
don't know. And then
What?
OnePlus Plus is like Big Baller Brand, BBB. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even know they was on the map, sir.
Yes,
According to
sir.
Photo
He
D,
said,
yeah.
OnePlus is BBB, baby.
Oh no.
You know, a new
Hey,
kid
maybe that means that they're about to. Hey, maybe they're about to turn into Lonzo and LaMelo.
Look, man.
So that's how you gotta look at it,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes,
That's how I
sir.
compare it.
Look, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That's cool shit.
Oh,
Well, look, man,
Mims
I'm
is
gonna let you
like-
go because I got a lot of people
Mims
calling.
is
in.
like,
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
All right,
call over.
All right, what's up? What's up? You live?
That was an American
Hey,
call.
Jerkman, this is great. I'd like to watch your videos, and I have 3 Galaxy S20
You got three.
FEs. I tried again here.
Oh, you got the 3 Galaxy S20 FEs?
Yes, sir. But 2 of them are Qualcomm's, and one of them is the
Exynos.
Exynos.
Oh,
Okay.
So let me ask you a question. What's the difference in performance in the Qualcomm and Exynos?
I'll tell you right now. The Qualcomm's have a 20% rated battery performance life, and then they also have a much brighter screen than the Axios.
Oh, really?
That's crazy. Why would they do that?
Yeah, the difference is now if you want to get a give and take, okay, there's an advantage to the Axios, and it's going to give you a softer screen, so it'll be easier on your eyes. But the same reason is why you still get a screen protector for your eyes, man. I take it you have Qualcomm.
Yeah. So in the United States, we always get crap dragons down in the United States. So we always get the crap dragon. We don't
Unless
get
we import.
Exynos,
Unless we import.
Unless you import it.
Yeah.
But if you go to the United States carriers, or you even if you order it from Samsung itself, they go see you the crap dragon.
Yeah, well, Snapdragon isn't crap dragon.
I mean, it's a funny. It's just make it fun. That's all. Just make it
Yeah,
fun.
well, I used to own some of the Qualcomm stock, and I'm saying right now, man, you want it at $110 or better.
Yeah.
So we talked about a good investment for dividends and 70% buying power. Now, watch what comes out in June, because in June we're talking about a warning that's been foretold as almost like an a priori. I wouldn't say it's prophetic per se, but Dan Pina is in with a lot of the elite people, I take it, and he said that he's giving you this forecast. He says a lot of people don't want you to know, but I want that Qualcomm for $110. I want other stocks too, and that's my conversation.
Yeah,
But,
that's a different conversation. I could have an all stock stream, but we gonna stick to smartphones and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I like things green myself, but you know, I'm not swimming in like my own money vault like Scrooge. You know,
Yeah, I understand.
But I
Look,
have to tell,
stuff costs money, man. A lot of stuff costs money, so you definitely got to budget very well when you when you're buying phone. But you got three, S20s, man. So I mean, you got that money. You big
yeah,
balling.
He big
yeah,
baller brain.
and I got the software, most of the software for the pen apps, but I got to tell you, as you already know, like I wanted to get into Wacom, so I said, "Shit, I'm gonna get a Wacom one pen because that's like one of their best pens." But it didn't work with the Samsung Galaxy S20 on all of the models. And then I also got a Norris, and it must not be the one that you were recommending as the link to reference on your upload for the pens for the S20 FE. It was the Norris Digital, but it must not be the same one because you put a picture up, a graphic picture of the supported brands.
Yeah, and the pen that I talk about a lot in my videos is this universal pen. It has a point on it, and Gigi introduced me to this pen, and I made a couple of videos about it. And yeah, it's a pen that works on iOS or Android, and it
on
works
everything.
good. It works on everything. It works on tablets. It works on anything that's touchscreen. What we like about this pen is that it has a pointed pen. That's the key to it. It's not like the flat bullshit that that they be selling for $1.99 at the corner store. These are the ones that cost under $20, but it's a pointed pen and it gives you got good precision. So that's why I recommend this pen a lot. That's when I made the video of the S20 FE. I talked about this pen because you could download software, which I talked about in that video. You could download note software. With this pen, you can make a FE into a semi Galaxy Note.
Mm-hmm.
So
I take it. I take it that they must be very underrated then, because I wouldn't buy the stylus for the Galaxy S20 FE or any Samsung in the store. Like in Canada here, it looked like it was $80. Then I go online and I say, okay, maybe it's $40. But the thing is that they don't have the long-lasting life expectancy of like a wear-down, scratchy type of screen, maybe catalyst that you don't want.
Yeah.
So it's okay if I have your email.
Yeah, by email.
Yeah.
So I think you're talking about
my email is Easy Computer Solutions.
Faxamundo.
Yeah, if you go on my YouTube channel,
it's in the about section.
page.
Yep.
My email address is there. Yeah, go on my YouTube channel, look at my about page. But I'm gonna let you go. I got other callers calling in. I really appreciate you calling. But yeah, go to my about page and you could click on my email address and send me an email.
Okay, is this your personal phone number?
No.
No,
No,
this ain't my
sir.
personal phone number. This is the
No.
phone number I use for live streams.
Oh yeah, this is my talk to tone number, so I can talk anywhere in the North American continent for free.
Oh,
right,
smart.
That's what's up. That's what's
My
up.
cousin used that.
All right, appreciate you calling, man.
Yeah, you can have me online anytime, and I'll talk about all the stuff.
All right, thank you.
And I also like Dead Library, man. The PDF.pub books. Talk to you.
All right, thanks. Yo, you're live.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Ace.
Ace.
What up,
Ace?
Ace?
Oh,
Ace.
Ace, what's good with you?
Yo, what's happening? What's going on?
Ain't nothing chilling.
How's everybody doing?
All right, everybody. Good. What's up with you? What's your thoughts about all this?
Okay. All right. Here's like the whole Apple, folding thing. I'll be honest with you, and this is just me. Okay, I'm no Mark Gurman. I'm no Prosser. I'm no Min-Chi Kuo. I don't have no connections or nothing. I honestly think, as far as the foldables go, they may be tinkering with it, but it's not something that they're looking. I think they're honestly looking to do more of the Apple glasses, more of the glass thing. That's where I think. I know we've heard, a little bit of this, a little bit of that about it, but I think that's personally that's the next thing. And I think Apple's going to come out with these glasses, and to sync with your phone, and the AR and all that kind of stuff. Personally, that's where I think they're going.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see people run into walls and stuff when they use these glasses, man. It's gonna be fun.
Eyeglass.
A lot of
No, not VR, not VR.
Oh, not VR. It's
AR.
AR.
It's
God
AR.
damn it. Right. AR.
Yeah.
Gibby, you stupid. Calm down,
You know
young
what I'm
lady.
saying? That's
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's gonna be good. I think because now wait a minute. Didn't Apple a couple of years ago on the keynote address talked about AR and it didn't work out well for. Remember the keynote address it was on the iPad and it was showing the cameras. It was on a flat thing and it was all kinds of shit.
Oh, I
going
think
on.
it was that LiDAR sensor.
They try to do AR.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think that whole thing that's just a prelude, man. They're getting the information, and they're working. It's still, it's got to be. It can't be like everybody remembers Google Glasses, all right? Those chunky things that you wore on your face. Apple ain't having nothing to do with that. You know how Apple is. Even though they're late to the game, they're all about refining it and making it good to the masses. That's what Apple's all about. They don't care what Samsung sells or this kind of stuff. They care to a certain degree as like the technology, the new technology comes out, but Apple comes out and it's got to be perfect. It's got to have a certain amount of refinement. So that's where I think that they're waiting on. I don't really see as much as I would like. I mean, I am I am an Apple sheep. I love Apple products. I know that's probably going to get me a lot of hate.
No, you're good. It's an Apple
stream.
stream.
And not to say that
but
I
you're
got
fair.
The Pixel 6 Pro. I still have the Pixel 6 Pro. I tried it out. Did all the and tried everything with it. Held on to it for used it as my daily for a good 4 months or whatever. But there's something about Apple that just kind of sucks your ass back in, and and it's more of like an ecosystem thing. You have all the things and everything just works together. And I mean, for the most part, sometimes Apple doesn't always work together like they say, but a lot of the times it does. But they're refining it. I really think that the glasses, the AR glasses, that's where the future is headed.
That's what's up, man.
So-
I appreciate you getting your point across. What you got? What you got?
Well, I'm just gonna say this. So I agree with
That's it,
everything
man.
that-
I self-proclaimed Apple sheep, and Apple glasses are the future.
All right.
Okay,
I really
next call.
appreciate you
I'll
calling
remember it
in.
after
All
this.
right.
I'll remember it.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right. Bye-bye.
Good job, Ace.
Yo, you live.
Hey, this is Lewis. I'm alive.
Huh?
This is Lewis. I'm alive.
Hey, Lewis, what's going on? Lewis?
What up, Lewis? Hopefully you're feeling well, man.
Lewis?
It's Lulu. It's Lulu.
How you feeling, man? I knew you was under the weather.
Yeah, I mean, I got COVID. I'm feeling much better.
Oh, shit.
So can you ask Lewis, is this his second time with COVID, or is it
Is this your second time getting COVID?
No, my first time.
Okay.
first time? That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. So to the question about Apple, taking over the actual the world. So if you look at it, this is the way that I see it.
Mm-hmm.
I see it that they were the first one to come up with the smartphone, the touchscreen, they invent all-in-one solution. So I feel as though they got the marketing, and people are stuck to that.
Mm-hmm.
Then little by little, they integrated the ease of use of the product.
Mm-hmm.
And some people like that because some people are like, oh, Android's too complicated. I talk to a lot of people and like, I can't do that. So it depends on your age, your status, your depends, because if you look at it from little kids to high school or colleges, but they use Apple. Apple got the marketing on people, and that was the first one. Then Android started doing touchscreen because remember, Android was going to do a type of touch screen like BlackBerry had the folding keyboard, but then they reversed. If I did my research, so if you look at the history, it was their first marketing, so that was people engraved. And then if you're a certain age in high school, do not or middle school, dare use a lower phone that is not I iPhone because you get ridiculed and you get bullied. So that's my take.
Yeah, you're right.
Real quick,
Well,
real quick. Does he have T-Mobile? Can you ask him if he has? I
Hey,
can't
you have
remember. If he has.
T-Mobile or Verizon, AT&T?
I got T-Mobile since 2007.
Okay. Do you have Magenta Max?
You got Magenta Max?
No, I'm in a grandfather plan.
Oh,
Okay. Because I was gonna say it's time to kiss that XR goodbye and upgrade to the OnePlus 10 Pro for free.
All right. Well, thank you very much for calling, Louis. I really appreciate it, man. You get better, man. I mean, I know how that COVID is, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Lulu,
tell you,
you
I
get
already
better,
know how
son.
COVID
Thank
is.
you, everybody, for the good wishes, and I'll see you all around the M2 match.
All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Oh man, so the phone calls was great tonight, guys, and man, we got a lot of people that talked about a lot of different things. It was great, but one of the things, one of the reasons why we started the call-ins is to hear different perspectives, because I mean we can ramble all night about us techie things, but to hear some of the stuff that we've been hearing for the last couple of weeks has been interesting. Man, it's been interesting, and I did want to dedicate the stream to Apple, and because a lot of people say we don't give attention to Apple, like I get this a lot. So if people's easy, you don't give attention to Apple. You always talk about Android. But what about us Apple people? Well, tonight you got an opportunity for us to talk a little bit about Apple. And I think the iPhone 14 Pro Max gonna be great. The price ain't gonna be great, but I think the phone gonna be, great. Now WWDC, listen, WWDC. I'm looking for some key things. We already know iOS gonna be iOS, so we're not gonna see a big change in iOS. We're gonna see Mac OS, right? Whatever they call that, and then we're gonna see iPad OS.
Yeah, iPad OS. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. You gotta call. You gotta call.
Niggas ain't shit.
So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to iPad OS. Yeah, I mean, he said I give it bad attention to Apple. I'm being fair. Think about this. He came in late. He might have came in late, D-Mills, but I talked good about Apple for the first half an hour. See, I'm trying to turn the phone lines off with everybody calling in all of a sudden.
Yeah, go ahead. Do it.
Let's see what we got. All right, you're live. Who's this?
This is just me calling again. I was just wondering about holding off till next year and the next Galaxy S20 edition, S20 something. And why don't they just make a silver cathode in the battery to make it last longer? Because they got some efficiency things that aren't perfect.
Well, that's one of the questions that we always been asking about battery life on Galaxy phones. And if Samsung drop a Galaxy S22 FE this year, that's kind of weird, because that means that they did drop 2 FE devices in 1 year. I don't know if Samsung gonna do that. I don't know if Samsung gonna do a 21 FE this year. I mean a 22 FE, because that'll be. Because the 21 FE is not a greatest hits right now. Like they're not selling like crazy. So, I mean, with the chip shortage and everything, I don't know if Samsung want to drop a 22 FE, but they might. I don't know. I mean, Samsung do some crazy things. I don't know.
I mean, that's the S23 Plus, whatever it is.
The S23 Plus.
The silver castle and battery life.
Well, I think Samsung need to focus on battery life. I think the battery life is something that they need to focus on. I think they need to put, 6,000-7,000 milliamp batteries in their devices. I mean, because battery life on these phones hasn't gotten better over the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, because like the Tesla type of direction where they connected them in series in big little chubs or whatever, and then they have spacing for coolant, and it's something practical that I think I would have thought of myself, but with respect to their inverter for an AC power supply that converts from DC to AC, that's the induction motor. We got to find something that does something that not only includes silver cathode, but converts into an AC form that's sufficient to have a close feedback loop for like doing something innovative with the capacitors before it gets to the DC for the computer part of the phone.
Yep. But you know what I'm gonna do? I mean, look, next year, not next year, next week, when we'll open up the phone lines, man, they give us a call, man, and early, and so we can get your input in, because we right now almost at the top of the hour. We got to wrap up the show. But you got some good, valid points, and I really do appreciate you calling in. Your points is very valid. Hopefully, Samsung will listen to some of these streams. They do watch us, by the way. I do get a couple emails from some Samsung reps that do watch the streams and stuff like that. So hopefully, they can relay the message to upper management. Some people that can make a difference. But I really appreciate you calling in, man. You have a good evening, but yeah, I mean, look, I think at the end of the day, Samsung got to make a move. They got to do what they got to do, and hopefully their battery life is something that they got to fix. Because right now, Apple's winning. But we right at the top of the hour. So let's talk about who's streaming tomorrow. We got
Mike, Ike.
Mike and Ike.
Then Juan and TK Bay after that.
Yeah.
LaShawn on Friday.
Yes, sir.
Slang
9 p.m.
on Saturday. Then El Jefe, 6:05 p.m. on Sunday.
What about members only on Saturday, sir?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry about that.
Right.
My fault. I'm slipping.
Sir.
But sir,
Everybody go to, if you are a member, and you should be a member, go to members only at Gadget Goddess, and I will put a link in the description right now.
That's it.
And here's the other thing, because some people say they can't get the community tab. I not only tweeted out, but it's on the Talking Tech Tuesday stream. So it's linked there. So if you can't get the community tab, just go back to Tuesday stream.
But see, I noticed that too, Kimmy, that
Apple people said they can't, or somebody said they can't get the community tab.
You can't get the community tab. And so when if I reshare a video and I pull out another phone, sometimes I don't see it. It's iPhones, I don't think you see it, the community. So it's crazy. But
that's why I tweeted out. I put it in that same week's stream.
So follow her on
under
Twitter.
announcements for members. It's in my description for that stream. So you will have multiple ways to get there. Lord, you go to Hot Girls.
I got it. So, and that makes me remember. So after El Jefe, there's a person underneath Easy that's having a celebration and birthday stream.
Yeah.
So Scoop will be live.
Yes, he will.
So,
yeah, we got you locked down for the weekend.
So
weekend. It's my birthday on Sunday. We gonna kick it.
Yep.
Sunday.
Like Van Damme.
So then on Monday we have Juan at noon. We have, well, if he's recovered, Lulu's got COVID right now, but he's at 7, and then technically T at 9:30.
Is he back?
I think he's still out of town. I know he was on vacation.
Okay, maybe
he's
in Greece.
He was out,
Oh, so he's gone. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah,
he gone.
Yeah, I think he's gone. I mean, I know he had. I also know videos. He said he was pre-recording to make sure he had content, but I think it's live stream. I think he's
okay. So then
he was in the stream earlier. I don't know if he's still here, but yeah. If you're still in the stream, T, just let us know if you're streaming Monday.
So then on Tuesday at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. people.
Gadget Goddess, and the link is in the chat. Then we're back here Wednesday.
Oh man, we have a blast of a time. So we got you covered 6-7 days a week, people.
At least this stretch here.
At least this stretch, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna tell you, we got you covered. I mean, streams, different topics, which is great, right? Everybody be having different topics. Me, I just have a topic so I just want to talk to the fans. I just want to talk to the viewers. Like, I want to know what you guys think, and that's what with your family. Like, I didn't say with your family, but what y'all guys think about tech and all that stuff like that, because that gives me ideas on how because I'm deep into tech. Like, I'm watching tech and I'm into tech all the time. So sometimes it's good to get out the shell and hear what other people say. Because look, if it was up to me, I would say, stuff like the Z Fold is the best phones on the planet, and that can beat it, this, that, the other. Then all of a sudden somebody come around and say, hey, but for the average consumer, is it the best phone on the planet? For techies, yeah. But for average consumer, no. And I think that's where we find ourselves in these situations, whereas we so biased. I ain't gonna say biased. I try to be unbiased, but when you love a product and you love the functionality of the product, you want to share it to your viewers, and that's why I always talk about Dex and S Pen and Pro Mode and all that stuff like that. But average consumer usually pulls out the pen. They'll never use Dex and they'll never use Pro Mode. And that's the fact. They'll never put their phone into manual mode and adjust shutter speed. They don't even know what shutter speed and white balance and all. They don't know focusing and all that stuff, man. People don't be knowing about all that. They just want to pull out their phone and point and shoot.
Yeah.
That's it.
Point and shoot.
That's all they want to do.
That's right. My fault, Michael Pepper. Sorry about that. Yep. So Michael's sick right now, but he goes live before this stream.
You gotta send me a link. Send me not a link, but send me a what you call it when you go live, because I'm subscribed to him, but I don't get.
I told him that. Like if he goes live, I get notifications. Majority of his videos, I never know he's releasing.
He want to sub to my
right. You want to sub to the hot girl.
Hey, you like that? You like that?
I'm like, stop it, sir.
Yeah, see that? You want to subscribe to the hot girl. I'm sure they got a lot of look when you hit the hot girls link.
Eric,
they go there. Yeah.
Did you see where El Jefe sent that tweet earlier this week about being able to block more spam? I mean, I checked it off in mine. And I didn't have any hot girls show up.
You have to look at his. Yeah, you have to look at his tweet.
Oh man, I mean the spam is crazy, man.
But it's I haven't had any of those weird bots in mine since I activated it. But we'll see.
Oh wow, I'm about to do that. So
there he is. Stricter comment filter.
Okay, yes, MKBHD made a video about it, and then he tweeted about it. And guess what? YouTube replied to his tweet. See, if we would tweet that shit, they wouldn't even give a fuck about us.
It's worth trying, El Jefe.
But if MKBHD tweeted out, YouTube said, "Oh, we are on top of, we are working on making it stricter, this, that, and that," and I'm like, God damn! But how many times YouTubers have been tweeting about this, and all of a sudden they don't answer our tweets, So,
but you know what hasn't been tweeted out?
What?
When he made the announcement, there haven't been any tweets about him putting the SIM back in the Pixel a month ago.
Hey,
no tweet whatsoever. No smoke, no fire,
people
nothing.
Need therapy, beer.
Yes,
they need therapy.
They don't want to talk about that though.
Yeah. Hey, they need therapy. I always wonder about that.
We're right at the top of the hour. I really do appreciate everybody coming. Thank everybody for calling in. Make sure y'all subscribe.
Subscribe.
You sound like
I don't want no subscribe.
You sound like Big Lots right now. You sound like Big Lots.
About somebody else. Yeah, I'm thinking about somebody else right now.
Don't Kim, you sound like Big Lots.
To everybody channel up here, the Bionic Scoop, GG Barry, holla at your boy. Make sure you subscribe to their channel.
What don't it do?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
What don't Dex do?
What don't Dex do?
Because we're about to end, but I'll tell you backstage.
And appreciate everybody coming in. We gonna get on out of here. Thank y'all guys very much. And we out of here. Appreciate you. Later, people. I had a outro song.
Peace, everybody.
Outro?
Thanks for
coming.
There you go.